The bombshell just exploded in a 3 million page dump today, and right at the heart of it is this chilling FBI tip from a woman claiming Donald Trump raped her when she was just 13, forcing oral sex on her in New Jersey back around 1990, biting her during the assault while he laughed it off and struck her. Epstein was furious, saying Trump had taken her virginity. This isn't some tabloid rumor. It's straight from a 2025 FBI summary of unverified sexual assault allegations against the president, released this morning by his own Justice Department as part of the Epstein files. No charges, no proof listed, just raw calls to a national tip line that make you question everything. It leaves me furious, thinking about how these claims sat in files for years, while the man they point to sits in the Oval Office again. How many more stories like this are buried? And why surface them now when the world's watching? In this episode, I will be breaking down Trump's involvement in the Epstein files allegations and will voice my analysis and legal opinion about it. These allegations aren't coming out of thin air. They're tangled in the web Jeffrey Epstein spun for decades. Epstein, the financier who trafficked underage girls to the rich and powerful, died in jail in 2019 under suspicious circumstances. Official suicide, but doubts linger. His partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, got convicted in 2021 for her role in the abuse. Public outcry forced Congress to pass the Epstein Files Transparency Act last year, mandating the DOJ release everything they had. Trump signed it himself, despite initial pushback. December's drop was big. Today's is massive. Over 3 million pages, 180,000 images, 2,000 videos, as reported by CNN and the New York Times this afternoon. Deputy AG Todd Blanche stressed to ABC News that some claims are untrue and sensationalist, especially those against Trump submitted before the 2020 election. But the files are out, redactions and all, and Trump's name appears thousands of times, mostly innocuous stuff like news clippings or Epstein gossiping about him, but some hits hard. Let's zero in on that FBI summary from August 2025. It's a compilation of tips to the National Threat Operations Center hotline. One entry details a woman's call. She was 13 or 14, allegedly assaulted by Trump in New Jersey around 1990. The tip says he forced her to perform oral sex. She bit him in resistance, and he struck her while laughing. Epstein was angry because Trump had taken her virginity, per the redacted document highlighted by PBS NewsHour today. Another tip claims Trump abused a 15-year-old in Florida in the 90s. There's one about a 14-year-old in New York. All unverified, secondhand reports from anonymous callers, but the FBI logged them and forwarded leads for interviews. The Washington Post notes the DOJ included them because the law requires everything responsive, fake or not. Trump's team denies it all, pointing to his fallout with Epstein. He banned him from Mar-a-Lago after an incident in the early 2000s, as Trump has said in interviews. Trump's ties to Epstein go way back. Flight logs from earlier releases show Trump on the Lolita Express 7 times, including trips to Palm Beach and New York in the 90s. Photos in the files show them at Mar-a-Lago events, smiling with models. Epstein's Black Book has Trump's contact info, and emails in today's dump show Epstein emailing associates about Trump, sometimes trying to disparage him, as the DOJ noted to Reuters. One 2018 exchange has Epstein sharing a news article about Trump's policies. No direct evidence of Trump and Epstein's crimes. Blanche told Fox News there's no criminal or inappropriate conduct by Trump in the communications. But these tips echo older lawsuits. In 2016, a woman sued Trump for allegedly raping her at 13 during an Epstein party in '94. The case dropped right before the election, as Politico reported back then. Similar details, forced acts, Epstein's involvement. Coincidence or pattern? That's what has people raging online today. The analysis here gets messy, because these are tips, not evidence. FBI summaries like this are raw intel. Agents log calls, forward if credible, but most fizzle without corroboration. The BBC pointed out today that many came during Trump's 2020 campaign when political smears flew. No follow up noted in the files for these specific ones. Leads sent to field offices. End of story. Legally, unverified allegations don't stick without proof, and Trump's weathered similar claims before. Jean Carroll's case cost him millions in defamation, but no criminal charges. Politically, though, this lands like a grenade in his second term. X is exploding with hashtag Epstein files trending over 1 million posts by this afternoon, per Al Jazeera tracking. Protests popped up in D.C., people chanting for investigations. Democrats like Representative Jamie Raskin called for hearings on withheld files, as The Guardian reported. Trump's allies dismiss it as recycled lies, but with midterms looming, it chips at his armor. It pisses me off when power lets these shadows linger. Survivors of Epstein's abuse, real women who've testified about being trafficked as teens, relive hell with every release. One victim told the New York Times today that seeing Trump's name tied to these tips reminds her how the elite escaped while she fought for scraps of justice. And for Trump's accusers, this could reopen old wounds, spark new civil suits under extended statutes like New York's Adult Survivors Act. If more unredacted pages drop and the DOJ says this is the last batch, though critics doubt it, we might see emails or logs that connect dots. Epstein bragged about knowing Trump's secrets. What if there's more? The drama's ramping up. If Congress pushes for probes, Trump's DOJ could stonewall. Civil suits might surge. Carroll won big. Others could follow. Internationally, it's tarnishing America's image. BBC headlines scream, Trump and Epstein files again. Domestically, it fuels division. Supporters see a witch hunt. Opponents demand accountability. With Trump's approval dipping in recent Reuters polls amid other scandals, this could snowball. This one's raw, stirs up questions about who gets protected and who gets exposed. If it left you angry or questioning everything, hit like. Subscribe for more episodes digging into these files. What's your take? Smear campaign or time for real answers? Drop it below. Stay locked in. Next episode hits soon.